In 2011, a young entrepreneur saw a gap in the fashion industry and came up with an ambitious project to close it. Stephen Manzini is the founder of the fast-growing Soweto Fashion Week. He was only 21 when he started the project. Now, in its third year, the platform has opened doors for up-and-coming designers, some even presented with opportunities to showcase their stuff overseas. It prides itself as the home of trendsetters. Be it political celebrities, business people, or footballers, Sowetans have always understood the basics of success. You have to look the part if you want to make it. But despite its sense of style, Soweto never had a platform to showcase the talent of its own homegrown designers. Young entrepreneur Stephen Manzini set out to change that.
I saw the barriers, of entry in terms of new people coming in, even from designers, and we'll see different fashion weeks year after year, the same designers. So we decided, let's create a platform in which we'll cover the gap that had been created demographically.
Stephen understood he was embarking on a tough journey and would need a lot of support.
I would advise, like for instance, my mother. She's the one who I bounce my ideas off of, and she approved it and started coming up with extra ideas for it.
Stephen approached churches, business people, and sponsors for funds. After 2 years of planning and fundraising, he invited budding designers to take part in his newly formed Soweto Fashion Week. In 2011, on the eve of his big event, rehearsals were held in a garden and a parking lot because Stephen didn't have his own space.
We don't only look at the fabulous dresses, whereby someone is showing some cocktail wear and all that. We also look at the designer's ability, our ability if we're able to sell the garments of the designer.
And that's how the Soweto Fashion Week was born, making its debut at the posh Soweto Hotel. Different to other established fashion weeks in that Soweto designers were not charged to showcase their garments to prospective buyers. Now, in its third year, this 3-day annual event contributes to the country's fashion scene.
The response in terms of clients and etc., it's overwhelming once you see a client walking away dressed up by Deja Vu. And of course, yes, we've been to Switzerland, which was another awesome experience.
Stephen also helps designers with business plans and distribution.
Some of them don't even know how to price their clothing, and we help them to achieve that. At the same time, we don't just promote them, we promote the fashion week as well, as we're promoting them, so that in a sense, we grow with them as the designers.
At only 23, Stephen is set for big things in life. He's also a junior director at Skyline Trading, a company he joined as a casual a few years ago.
I think Steve is persevering, and he's also, I found that, look, he's a child of integrity, very hardworking, and he's the kind of guy where he listens to advice. So you advise him on something, he'll go and try it.
Stephen's main focus, though, is to grow his own company, Manzini Holdings, which owns the Soweto Fashion Week.
I can see an international business contained in the making. Steve is not just going to be restricted to South Africa. I can see him taking that business internationally. It has already started. I believe the business is going to grow from strength to strength because he's a man who is determined to make things work and to succeed.
There you have it. The late Steve Jobs once said, "You can start your own things that other people can use. And once you know this, you will never be the same again." Thanks for watching. Let's do this again next week. My name is Mphola Gaje. Cheers.